Hello, this is Alekius. Welcome back to episode 53 of Rule the Waves 2, German Brawlers, where we have our first full-up fleet action of the war, although that earlier one with, I think, 3 of our battle cruisers versus what seemed like the entire Russian fleet, arguably the first, but this one has most of our fleet. We want our carriers to be full up maximum cap. They'll come into the wind to launch. Coastal battery firing, so I assume they're... Yep, there they are. Come up to full speed. Same with the carriers. They'll head for the same location. Accelerate time a little bit. Noticing just a little bit of lag. So the definitely taxing on the system. Oh, that is a lot of fighters. There we go. We have our first sightings. Airbase at Reval. Popular target for the Russian aircraft, no matter what the war or the time period. Continuing on, we've definitely spotted a segment of the enemy fleet. I'm going to turn to port, stay outside of torpedo range, mostly, and start stripping away their escorts. In fact, why don't we set the black flag? Get our destroyers to get involved. Okay, that's their battle cruisers up front. More battle cruisers in the back. Coming around, our destroyers are definitely getting involved. Carriers. Keep them heading... Actually turn north. Now closing in with the enemy battle cruisers. Lots of torpedoes being traded. Holland taking heavy rounds as well. Turn in. Holland taking, or Talon classes taking lots of rounds now. Do they have torpedoes? They do not. Continuing to trade fire, we'll come to a broadside at short range. Graf Spee hit by a torpedo, probably from this ship. Let's turn to starboard. Favorable trade in heavy shells at what is ridiculously short range. Holland should be done now. We'll turn around and see if we can't get the Kronstadt and the lead Talon. Lead Talon down. Taking out... Wow, it's a mess. Kronstadt definitely getting torn up. That's 3 down. We have taken approximately 20% damage. Lutzow taking extra damage. Kronstadt hit by more torpedoes. Don't really need to hit them with more. They are okay. This ship is maneuvering sluggishly, so we're going to aim for them. These ones look to be destroyers. Our carrier fleet starting to pull in. We'll head back... Actually, we'll head directly south. Oh, so that's a destroyer we're angling in. May have been acting sluggish, but... still a maneuverable ship. Come in for the close-in broadside, turn away towards these. See how that turns out. Oh, that's a battle cruiser. So we have a Viborg class, no torpedoes to worry about. So we'll see if we can get up alongside her. Do our own torpedoes. Graf Spee hit by torpedo. He is doing fine. Close in on the Viborg, getting very close in gunnery. You should be, she's done. Now we'll go and identify this ship, which is a Badri class destroyer. She should be done. Enemy fleet coming in. We'll head south. See about defending our carriers. Why are they going south? Didn't I give them a course change to go north? I'm not concerned about it. We'll just keep moving. Dive into this enemy squadron. Alright, spotting some of the ships that are still sinking. Okay, we have a battleship over here. A little bit more worried about this light ship, whatever it is. This one, whatever that one is. Now that we can identify them. Graf Spee hit by a torpedo. We return the favor. By the Graf Spee, I think. Graf Spee having taken significant flotation damage now. Not deadly, not threatening, just significant. We'll lay in pursuit for this ship. And we'll bring our carriers in from the south, aiming for a sort of intercept course. Keep things moving along. They're both zipping around a bit. Those are destroyers of one kind or another. Angle in northwest now. First reports of low ammo. Carriers heading due north now. They can defend themselves from destroyers. I'm not worried about that. Oh, that's actually a battleship. Oh, we're broadside. She's taking majority of the fire. We're taking very little return. Lost our torpedo tubes. Superstructure hit, and now she's disabled. Head due west. Second report of low ammo. Mulcahy's lost a turret at this point. No, I do not want to run for hours. Is Lutzow going slow? What's Mulcahy doing? So she's had a destroyed turret forward. Superstructure is chewed up. Flotation's about 1/3 damage. I determined she's still good. F6 has one. Graf Spee. Okay, good. She has detached. Really not that bad. She actually going home? No, she's detached because she can't keep up right now. Lay in pursuit course for the Marshal Timoshenko. Most of our battleships firing on her. "14-inch hit. 14-inch hit. 14-inch hit. Turn fire. 4 more 14-inch hits. Come to starboard. There's another hit. 2 more light rounds. 2 more heavy. Brazilini. Be a Russian destroyer. Judging by the name. I don't think any of mine are named that way. Marshal Timoshenko coming in close. No torpedoes? No torpedoes. Taking a withering hail of fire now from our entire battle line. There's another report of low ammo. Now let's head due east. Bring our carriers with us. Marshal Timoshenko now hard down. How are our ships doing? Molke, 72% damage. Yeah, let me reload that. It's an old bug from the first version of the game that managed to make it in here. Just a loading error, doesn't load it right. Ammo wise, we're down to 30% on our lead ship. Definitely want to consider heading home soon. Done good work. No reason to lose any of our ships. Got a couple more targets up here. And a core fleet. Supposedly a light cruiser. It's actually a carrier. Aircraft are now approaching. Just launched, from judging by that maneuver. And is not accomplishing anything. Continue pursuit of the carrier. Definitely chewing it up. Molke hit by a torpedo. Apparently tickled. Some air combat going on. See if we can get our carriers to come up closer to where we're going to be. More air combat. Keep slowing us down, they'll be able to get away. Minsk is faster than we are. A lot of friendly air combat. A lot more air combat, mostly friendly, some enemy. There's the enemy shooting down a bunch. That was a cap, though. So presumably that was some of our bombers headed out to them. And we'll continue pursuing. Definitely still within range. The aircraft are disruptive to our operations, though. Let's drop the cap to medium so that we can actually head east with these ships. Head for up here. Continuing to get a lot of friendly air combat, which is good. That means we're damaging or shooting down enemy air. A lot of air bases doing defensive actions. I think we'll have a favorable disposition on aircraft losses. Bomb hit on one of our destroyers. Another one explodes. Scattering a lot of their corvettes as well. Don't mind taking those out. We do have raiders. Less corvettes mean those raiders are more effective. How are we on ammo? Still doing alright. Better than I would have expected. More enemy aircraft approaching. So much air. I'm largely ignoring it. See if we can take out this one that's within. Yep, that one's done. One up north sank already. So I'll head due south. Oh, bunch of torpedoes. Go check to see where that occurred. If it was airdropped or naval torpedoes. That should take care of all the corvettes. Destroyer, I don't really want to give him a torpedo target. Ooh, damaged. Hindenburg hit by torpedoes. Presuming from airdropped torpedoes, that's a lot of flotation damage. Graf Spee hit. Some flotation damage. Dobrozhetsny taking damage. Might be able to get away. Oh, let's come to a stop again. Carriers taking on a Gonets class corvette. We'll come to port. I'm going to presume that destroyer lost. And we will head west. I have some aircraft approaching enemy ships. Some identified ships south, but I know they have some major ships north as well. But I think we'll head south. Like I said, destroying those corvettes is beneficial for our raiders. Keep our cap up and running. 4 carriers worth, so be too hard. We're placing them out now. Afternoon. Don't have to endure too many more aircraft. Keep pursuing these light ships. We've certainly taken out enough heavy ships in the enemy navy. Ammo stocks are still doing very well. Taking out a corvette and a transport. Also getting some hits on that destroyer, this one here. At least I think that's, no, that's the corvette. We'll head northeast then, try to pursue them. Vina corvette being engaged by our carriers. Gotten severely separated from each other. Try to pursue this Corvette. We're not really getting much joy with it, though. I don't think our secondaries are engaging anymore. They may be out of ammo. No, they've got AP rounds left. Okay, that takes care of one of those Corvettes. Come back east. There's another Corvette. We are almost out of time, and we have secured what appears to be a magnificent victory. Not sure it's going to get to the point where we're going to break the blockade, since this is a devastating loss for the Russian Navy, not the British Navy. So it'll probably be our last target. Okay, getting some good hits in. Closing the range. Beginning to pursue. Now she's squashed between two sets of ships. Corvette. And now it's a dead vet. I think we will head for Reval. Actually, no. Let's head down into this channel. Because if there are enemies out there, we can nick them as a last-minute bonus. I think that was probably that Corvette coming back up after seeing the rest of the combat. So we lost 2 destroyers, some heavy damage to several of our ships. The Russians lost all but 1 of their battle cruisers. That's 7. We didn't nab any of their carriers. 7 destroyers, 8 corvettes, 4 transports. The differential in score is staggering. Close this out. Take a look. That's 2 prestige. Battle of the Baltic. Great victory of the Baltic. Most of our battle line is injured now, though. We are, of course, still blockaded because of the British Navy. The Russians would... I think that's quite a blockade. I think you need 20% more or something like that. Should have... Yep, we have more AMCs ready to start raiding. Every one of our Lutzows is damaged from that combat. I think that serves us well. Get a bunch more started. Save. Before I forget, air groups. Oh, change number. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20. Oops. Actually, 20. There we go. Change number. Change number. Change number. Change number. Get those air bases full. Not sure how much of a difference that would have made in this last battle if I'd done it a turn earlier. It wouldn't have hurt. I think that fills out all of our air bases. Now we can move forward a turn. British invading elsewhere. Commissioning more AMCs. More of them working up. Without border changes, no. Although really we're just going to end up getting more, losing more colonies to the British. 42 merchants sunk. 55 total. Trade disruptions to Britain. Heavy cruiser against heavy cruiser. Try. Unknown radar contact. Max speed, let's see what we got. We got a hit on them first. We have a Sutlej class, which definitely outguns us. We'll keep it at range. 4.5 versus 1.5 inch deck. Definitely got the armor advantage. So yeah, let's just stay at range. 3 for 1. Okay, we're taking several hits there. Okay, we're getting hits on them now. Trading fire, receiving, although they appear to be bounces. There's a pass-through hit. 3 hits on them, 3 hits on them, 3 hits on them. It's a favorable disposition. 1 penetrating hit on us. There's another one. 1 more hits on them. The Schildkrotenpower will not give up easy. Couple more hits. Only ship we need to take out. Why is the forward turret not engaging? They really want to use HE on this? There we go. A few more hits. They have no aft turrets. So let's pursue directly. I don't think it's their forward turrets involved. Fall in behind them. There we go. Probably a flash fire took out these aft turrets. They're both pointed the same direction. Yet a flash fire that's contained doesn't take out the whole ship. Has a tendency to take out the 2 turrets that are attached to it. Schildkrotenpower, definitely proving herself, despite the age of her design. Gain 1 prestige, Battle of the Red Sea. That one I felt really good about. There's a raider. The rest are working up. Get a few more going. Save and go. Invading Rhodes. Should just take the white piece early. Just could keep invading, even if we get 10 points from them each. I'm going to take a loss on this one. They have nothing out there. Of course we're going to support it. There's one more raider. New Caledonia is independent. AMC is finishing workup. Approved airship engines. Too late for that, guys. There we go. Disruptions are heavy. Battle in support of land combat. No. And we don't have anything available. We can accept that one. Japanese send us support. Or it says it does, but the support they have available is too big. Cruise around Truk. Or Chuk. Depending on whose pronunciation you're going to use. Alright, oh, there's an air contact. Luka Signalsiert. Getting ready to take on 3 destroyers. A game of chicken, which she will likely lose. Oh, nice. There's another hit. Another one. That was actually a favorable first engagement. Alright, fire control radar still has them, even if the search radar does not. Got a couple hits. There we go, there's another one. Got him now. Drive straight through them. Alright, we've managed to ram them. Get out the boarding pikes. Oh, that's not even fair. Takes a torpedo. It hurts. With the torpedo, we will return to base. Yeah, it looks like we have permanent flooding 3. Let the clock run out. Alright. Dawn arrives. Don't think we have an air base out here. We do have an airship base. We can end the scenario. We took out one of theirs. Minor victory, because they did do a little damage to us. Now we can get our newly worked up AMCs back to rating. Alright. Everything looking good from this perspective. Hey, latest army offensive successful. Great Britain starting to really feel the squeeze on the trade war. Lots of AMCs finished, lots working up. They want to present a new bomber. A lot more maneuverable, significantly tougher, less range. A lot more, oh, no, significantly more speed. Not a lot, but significant. I'll take it. $48 merchants that round. Convoy defense. I'm going to decline that one. Auto resolve. I don't really care so much. Our radar sunk. Oh no. Because we don't have a ton of them. Build some more AMCs. When the going gets tough, The AMCs get going. I think that's what we have learned from this entire playthrough. Alright, we're continuing to defend in Rhodes and Eritrea. Lose at the Caroline Islands. New docks completed. Not that I think we're ever going to build a ship that size. Anti-missile jamming. We're getting some protests. Oh, wow. Not that many sinkings this turn. Defense and support. Can't do that one. A lot of British air over there. Bit concerned by this one. But it's a fleet battle. So we'll try to suppress enemy airfields. We're a little too far away. And it looks like the same exact setup we had last time. Set them to core. Get them behind the primary division. Definitely going to need heavier cap. There's all our low fuel warnings. Not seeing anything right up, nope, up north. We're starting to get radar contacts. Come up to full speed. Same with the carrier division. Nice line of ships. There we go, we can see the first of them. Come to port. Get our carriers turned south. Our ships should start engaging. Taking fire. Sending it. Sending and receiving. Kind of a mixed bag so far. There's a couple more hits. Looks like we're starting to get an advantage on number of hits sent versus received. Well, that wasn't a good round for it though. There's another mixed bag. I only hope that we're doing more penetrating hits than they are. They're not getting that many. "11 in the morning. Crouch Bay taking a hail of medium fire. Ineffective. There we go. Initial engagement looks favorable. We're even leaving the Bedford battlecruisers alone. Let's turn away from their heavier ships. Switch to the port side. Get our carriers turned more northerly. And we're not really getting a favorable amount of hits. And just count that our armor piercing technology is vastly superior by this point. Although we did trade a lot of technology to Britain when we were at war with Italy and France. Close in and wrap around the southeast side of their formation. Keep turning. damage is bad. The ones saying the most damage are really not bad. Disabled turret. Disabled turret just shoot up superstructure, so that does hurt her combat effectiveness. Actually, likely doesn't have a fire control radar anymore. Tend to be sensitive in this time period. Continue northeast, engaging the lead enemy battleships and cruisers. Up towards southwest coast of England with the carriers. Alright, we have enemy aircraft approaching, these dive bombers. Totally putting our battle line into disarray. Pretty useful all on its own. With the Bedford-class battlecruisers sneaking up from the southwest. I'm going to turn. Give this Hampshire-class a chance to sink. Let's come up north. Let's treat our carriers as a reserve of fighters, keep the cap at a minimum, or medium. Oh, there goes the Hampshire. Pursuing the Bedfords. Let's not this time. It's gonna be hard to get dominance of the battlefield to recover personnel. Empress of India, so let's pursue southeast. They're going to interfere with our carriers, and we can separate them and have local superiority in guns. Oh, we on ammo at this point. 75%, plenty. Now we got rear turrets engaged. Getting a favorable disposition. I think we're going to have to come back to this one. Go ahead and save it. No, we do not want to exit. This is shaking out to be a very long battle. I'm glad to have another fleet battle, though. Have a chance to knock the Brits down a peg. Maybe get them worried enough that they can stop invading all of our colonial possessions. But that's just me. With that, we have reached the end. Thank you for staying till the end. Please leave a message below. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. Take care.